This is what I was looking for. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Ivan, and today we are exploring the weirdest tourist attraction, the Benagil Cave, Praia de Carvoeiro, Albufeira, Faro, Lagos, Algarve Coast in general. First thing first, as the location where you are staying is very important, it depends on how you plan spending your days. My main goal was to visit as many places in the Algarve as possible and strategically booked a hotel in Albufeira, which was quite centered to all the locations I wanted to visit, and at the same time I wanted it to be not too far from the airport. As you may notice from my previous videos, I love having a comfortable stay and moving around, not spending too much time and money. So without thinking too much, I booked an Uber from the airport to my hotel in Albufeira. The ride took exactly 37 minutes and the price was 43 euros. Upon arrival, I checked in and checked the view from my room. To be honest, the view for me is not always important, as I'm not planning to spend my whole time in the hotel, but still, the view was stunning this time. The hotel itself is gorgeous, with an easy access to the beach, and by the way, I paid 80 euros per night and the breakfast was included. After roaming around my hotel a bit, I headed to explore the surrounding areas, and because the Uber is very cheap in the Algarve, I got one and headed to the old town of Albufeira. Albufeira is known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant atmosphere. With its picturesque old town, featuring cobbled streets and traditional architecture, Albufeira offers a charming glimpse into Portugal's history. This is Albufeira. How much I miss the sun! The town is also famous for its nightlife, with numerous bars, clubs, and restaurants catering to visitors of all tastes. Many tourists choosing it as a destination for their stag and hens parties. What I love the most about Albufeira is that it's accessible for all. Whether you are older or you have mobility limitations, young children, or simply want to avoid carrying heavy beach supplies, there are escalators and even an elevator that provide effortless access to different levels. And if you are looking to relax on the golden sands or explore the scenic cliffs and caves along the coast, Albufeira has something for everyone. They even have a cat park with this magnificent viewing platform where you can pet the cats while enjoying the stunning views. After exploring the town, I was starving, so I decided to have lunch at one of the best restaurants in Albufeira, Casa da Fonte. As a starter, they brought olives with bread, butter, and fish pate. That's a quite standard combo in the Algarve, and it's called Carvoeiro. As a main course, I got a sea bass and to drink a bottle of Portuguese white wine. As you can see, the portions are huge, just the fish was bigger than my palm. And in total for this insanely delicious lunch, I paid only 50 euros. As the evening started kicking in, the town became lively with a lot of stag and hens parties. Never in my life I saw so many brides to be in one place. What a blessing to wake up to this view. I woke up quite early today to get breakfast. Here's a quick tour of the buffet. They have everything here, from delicious pastries to all types of eggs and cheeses. I had scrambled eggs, some ham and cheese, and freshly made pineapple juice while enjoying this lovely view. Shortly after, I got an Uber and headed to Lagos. Yes, on this trip, I moved exclusively by Uber and walking. The ride took around 45 minutes, costing 40 euros. The streets of Lagos are so charming. I explored the old town a bit and headed straight to Ponta da Piedade. As Lagos and Algarve Coast in general is famous for the most beautiful beaches, I've ordered an Uber and I'm heading to Ponta da Piedade. The Uber driver was very nice and recommended to start the trail from the end, as it is less crowded and more convenient for my itinerary. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. How beautiful is that? At the end of the trail is my next spot, Lagos Grotto, which is absolutely stunning with steps leading to incredible views. In 1 minute I'm gonna go right there on those steps. It's what I was telling you. It's insanely beautiful. I saw in the pictures, but I've never imagined that it's that beautiful in real life. It's totally worth a visit. But now I have to go to climb 600 steps up. But this is unreal. Oh my God. So for you to do the trail, the entire trail, and to climb those steps, you literally have to be in a very good physical condition. I'm not, so I'm breathless. Thank God. Here at the very end is it's like a bar, a cafe. So I'm going to get some water to revive a bit. Otherwise, I'll have no force for anything else. It's very hot and I'm sweaty, and finally I got some water. And also I got Pastel de Nata. I'm gonna try. Maybe it's not the best place to eat, but still, it's the first place that I saw. And then I'm gonna try. Cheers. It's so reviving. Oh my God. I still cannot believe that I did this. I need to be in a better physical condition. Now is the time to try. At least looks better than those ones that we have in Spa in Ireland. Let's see. Meu Deus. This is a custard inside, but it's very, very tasty. And it's quite fresh. Like, I guess it's not the best one, but still. After some water, I had to get some beer, which is super vodka. It's a Portuguese one. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. So after I revived myself a bit, I just ordered an Uber and then I'm heading back to Lagos, to the old town center. After spending around 2 hours at Ponta da Piedade, I got another Uber back to Lagos center, and on my way to get the lunch, I accidentally found this beautiful spot. Just look at this wall. Meu Deus. Extremely lucky to have witnessed with my own eyes this impressive mural by Adfil, a famous Portuguese visual artist and illustrator. If you'll pay attention to the mural, you'll notice Saudade, a word for a sad state of intense longing for someone or something that is absent. Saudade comes from Portuguese culture and it is described as a kind of melancholy yearning. It is also believed that the blue and white tones represented and continue to represent Portugal's maritime history and its role during the Age of Discoveries. After exploring Lagos around, I just decided to get some lunch, and a friend of mine recommended a place which looks really cool. Just look behind. It's a very nice place. I'm just looking forward for the menu. I see here they have some fish under the lemon trees. Isn't it beautiful? What I like about all the places is that as starters they can give you some bread with olives and some butter, and in most of the places they give baby carrots, which are insanely delicious. As Lagos is famous for seafood, I got obviously some fish, and on the side they brought some potatoes and some salad. The portions are, as always, insanely huge. And obviously because the ocean is right here, then I guess the fish tastes very fresh. Lunch at the Garden Bar and Grill was delightful, totaling 22 euros for the starter, for the main course, and 2 pints of beers. It's actually a very nice place and it's pet friendly, so if you are ever in Lagos, I highly recommend it. Next on my itinerary is Carvoeiro and Algar Seco. Uber to Carvoeiro was 30 euros, but I could save some more time to visit these incredible spots. There is parking just outside and it's just across the road. So now I'm on Praia do Carvoeiro. This is so-called Santorini of Portugal. That's such a beautiful place because the video will not even transmit how it really looks like. That's a natural pool. I'm literally speechless. I don't know what to say. This is just amazing. Oh my God. This is what I was looking for. You have to see this view. This is unbelievable. It's just unreal. Beautiful scenery and lots to explore and see within the cave system. It's a lot of fun, especially when you see some locals jumping off the cliffs, or if you are adventurous, you can simply join them. I understand there is a queue to enter in the cave. This is something that you have to experience. It's very narrow here, but it's very beautiful. Those waves are just crashing from the shore. This is so nice. There is also a boardwalk which links the first set of caves to the second set. I got here at midday, so there were a few people, but it wasn't too crowded. And still, I highly recommend coming earlier if you want to avoid the crowds and have the place to yourself. Also, wear good shoes, as some parts of the rocks are slippery. Next, I took an Uber from Carvoeiro to Benagil for 8 euros, and before visiting the famous Benagil Cave, I stopped at O Litoral Café to fuel up a bit. Okay, so now I have to head to Benagil Cave, but before that I stopped at bar, which is 5 minutes of walk from the cave, and I got a Portuguese beer, another one, which is Super Bock. It's a very good one, and it goes very well, especially in this heat. Cheers. Going to the Benagil Cave. Woohoo! It's close. I can feel, I can see. Words cannot describe my feelings when I saw the Benagil Cave from the top. It's breathtaking. This is unreal. The sensation is not like on the pictures. Like it's completely, I don't know. The distance is very long from here. If I'm gonna fall now, that will not be very funny. Okay, so there's the Benagil Cave, and here is another part which is amazing as well. There is a beach. It's a very nice one, by the way. I guess that one you can reach just by kayak or by boat. After such an amazing day, I returned to Albufeira, went for a short walk on the beach close to my hotel, and enjoyed the pool on my own. Imagine, the entire pool on my own. Shortly after, I went to have dinner in the hotel's restaurant and I went to rest. Next morning, I packed my stuff, said goodbye to this wonderful view, and headed to Faro. Because it was quite early yet, I couldn't check in, but I left my stuff at the reception and I went to explore the city. First spot was probably one of the strangest tourist attractions, Capela dos Ossos de Faro. Hey everyone, so I just arrived in Faro and now I'm in front of probably one of the weirdest tourist attractions in Portugal. The name is Capela dos Ossos de Faro and is made of human bones. Let's go inside and I'm gonna show you around. This chapel serves as the final resting place of more than 1,250 skeletons, and the bones are filling every available section, and everything is placed in geometrical order. Some of the skulls are even missing. What's interesting about this place is that all the bodies were exhumed in 1816 from Faro's overcrowded cemeteries, and these belonged to the Carmelite monks that once served in the Carmel Church. This is one of the strangest and creepiest attractions that I've ever saw, but still, even if the atmosphere is quite heavy, maybe it's not very pleasant for everyone, but yeah, I'd say it's just worth a visit. And next, I visited Mercado Municipal, and next, Comor Conservas Nacional for some delicious canned fish that Portugal is famous for.
This is the first one, the skinless and boneless sardine.
Okay.
This is the box that I talked. And the rest, you can see, for example, if you want to see, you can grab the can, turn the can over, and it appears in the back.
Okay.
Right?
What's interesting is on all of this is written the type of fish. For example, shrimp. We have it here, which is gambas in Portuguese. And also they have sardines with peppers, mackerel fillets, roasted goldfish, smoked salmon. From here, I got 2 cans of sardines as souvenirs and headed to Faro Marina. It was time to get the lunch and to try some traditional food. For this, I chose the restaurant Two Irmãos, which is two brothers in English. Pratos do dia. So I'm gonna get a caldeirada de peixe à portuguesa. They're saying it's a local dish, so I'm just go for it and I'll give it a try. So this is caldeirada. Let's dig into it. The taste is very tender. Oh, I see they have here multiple types of fish. It's not just the sardines. It's a stew made of a few types of fish. This is the swordfish or something. This dish is named for the traditional pot it is cooked in, and this version contains not only 2 kinds of fish, but shrimp, mussels, and clams as well. The total price for lunch and 2 pints of beer was 28 euros. I highly recommend to visit this restaurant. The staff is very friendly, they speak English, the atmosphere is very pleasant, and the food is incredibly tasty. Right after the lunch, I went back to the hotel that cost 75 euros per night, Checked in, and the guy at the reception told me that they upgraded my booking, so they gave me these huge rooms with lovely balcony views. What the hell is that? That's the bathroom. The guy at the reception said that he made an upgrade, so as I see, the upgrade is too much. Like, it's 2 rooms. I have 3 beds here. The bed looks comfortable. The room is quite small, but it's very cozy. That one is the national park, Ria Formosa, or something like that. Let's go to the balcony. I have 2 balconies now. That's so nice. I'm so happy. There's the airport even. I don't know if you can see there, but around there. That's unreal. As it would be a sin to visit the Algarve and not to visit one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, I got an Uber for 27 euros and headed to Praia da Falésia for some beach time. Quick tip. If you visit Praia da Falésia, bring cash as they don't accept cards on the beach and not even at the snack bar on the top. After refreshing myself in the Atlantic's water, and while waiting for my Uber to go back to Faro, I got a Portuguese beer at the snack bar Falesia. Later in the evening, I went for dinner at Chefe Branco to try another traditional Portuguese dish, Cataplana, which is a popular dish specific to the Algarve region. Cataplana is normally served for 2-3 persons, but I got it just for myself. Funny enough, cause the waiters prevented that it's too much for 1 person, and were shocked when I almost finished it. Don't try this at home. With Cataplana, I got a bottle of white wine, Planalto Douro, which is a wine from the north of Portugal. Needless to say that everything was incredibly delicious and it cost 65 euros. In the morning, I checked out of the hotel, and on my way to the breakfast, I spotted this adorable cat basking in the sun. Even the cats are enjoying the sun. Hey. Olá, pode me dar 4 pastéis de nata? And now finally I'm gonna try the original Pastel de Nata. I loved it so much, and the texture is amazing, and it's not too sweet. I already ate 3, and then I'm gonna have probably another round of 4. I had a lovely breakfast at Pastelaria Padaria Centeio. I got 4 pastéis de nata and an orange fresh juice, and I paid 10 euros in total. Right after, I went to buy a magnet and went straight away to the airport to catch my flight back to Dublin. Hey everyone, so now I'm at the airport in Faro, and that concludes my trip to the Algarve Coast in Portugal. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more travel adventures. See you, bye!